Hey guys, ADHD here. In today's video, we're showing you guys how to build the awesome Enderman house I showed you guys a couple days ago. We're gonna go ahead and get started on this right now. As always, guys, if you actually build it, feel free to send me a picture of it on Twitter or Instagram. I'd love to check it out. But anyway, let's get started. So for this build, you are going to need obsidian, purple magenta stained glass. You're also going to need magenta wool, purple wool, and we're going to need some oak doors. We're also going to need a few other items on the interior, and we're going to need some black wool eventually for the actual creeper himself, or not creeper, the Enderman himself. So we'll get to that when we get to it though. For now, we're going to start with the actual base, so let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start with the obsidian block. As always, guys, feel free to pause or rewind at any point in the video if you feel like I might be going too fast. You are always able to do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to start from the left side, working to the right, so follow along with me. We're going to start with the obsidian, going to the right. So we're going to do a total of 12 with the obsidian. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, just like this. And then you're going to leave a spacing of 2, so 2 blocks just like this. And then you're going to go right here and do the same thing, 12 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, now we're gonna come back over here to the left side, and we're just gonna keep going left to right just like that till we get to the top. It's 4 rows high, or actually 5 rows high, so it'll be pretty fast actually. Okay, so for the next row, we're gonna go and do 3 obsidian. 1, 2, 3. Then we're gonna get the windows out real quick, and we're gonna do 7 windows with the magenta stained glass. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then do 2 obsidian. 1, 2. And then the next row, we're gonna go ahead and do 2 obsidian, 1, 2, or not next row, but the next section over here, 2, and then it's gonna be 7 windows again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then 3 obsidian, 1, 2, 3, just like this. So they basically just mimic each other, but just on the other side, they kind of mirror one another. Okay, next row, go ahead and do the exact same thing. So just do the exact same thing we just did in the row, we just did right now. So it's pretty simple, except for right here, we're just gonna go ahead and go all the way across, just kind of covering it all the way over here, because this is where the door is gonna go. And we can go ahead and put the doors in real quick too if you want to, just like this. Okay, and then continue with the rest of the row the same way. Okay, and then the next row, we're gonna do the exact same thing once more. So 1, 2, 3, and then the 7 glass, and then go across with the obsidian, then 7 more glass, then go along with the obsidian, and it should be 3 high now, your window. And then for the last row, we're gonna just get the obsidian and go all the way across, just like this. And just take it all the way this way. And as you guys may have seen by the thumbnail, there's gonna be some, crazy, liquid inside of it that's gonna be pouring out. We're gonna add that last. It's much easier just to make the structure and then edit the structure after. So we're gonna do that next. Okay, so now we're gonna come to the right side or the left side, really doesn't matter. And we're gonna take this to the back, a total of 18 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, then do the same thing over here on the left side. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, and then go ahead and connect both those two. So you don't have to count it out, you can just connect them like this. This is the only place there actually is glass. You can feel free to add more windows if you'd like, but on my version there's only windows in the front, just the way I liked it. But you can always add windows if you want. So now what we're gonna do, guys, is we are gonna go around this entire thing with the obsidian block, because like I said, there's no windows on my version at least. So we're just gonna go around this entire thing until we get to the same exact height as the ones we have over there in front. So I'm gonna skip ahead for this, but again, I'm gonna do the first one with you. We're just gonna go ahead and take this obsidian all the way around, just like this, until we get to the exact same height as this top one right here. Okay, so I should have 3 more rows left, so go ahead and do that, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and skip ahead in the video, but go ahead and pause and do that. Okay, guys, so it should look just like this now. It should be perfectly leveled all the way around. Now what you're gonna do, guys, get your obsidian block back out, and we're gonna go ahead and fill in this entire top. So just go ahead and take the obsidian or black wool, whatever you're making the base out of, and just go ahead and fill in this entire top area. Again, I'm gonna go ahead and skip ahead in the video just because I don't want to, just have this whole, scene of me just filling this in. But go ahead and pause the video and fill in this entire roof right here, okay? So go ahead and do that. Okay, once you have that done, we're gonna get the carpet out real quick. So what you're gonna do is get the magenta. Okay, once you have that done, it should look just like this. Now we're gonna get the carpet out and start working on that liquid that's on top, as you guys can see over there. So what you wanna do is use the magenta wool first, magenta carpet I mean, and go around this entire little area that's actually 1 block off of or 1 block in from the outside. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm not gonna skip ahead for this part because I want you guys to see it. I also recommend swiftness potions if you have them, makes you move a little bit quicker. But if I'm moving too fast, you can pause it, you know, whatever. Mine just wore off, speaking of it. So we're going to go around this entire thing, again, making sure you're one block off, okay? And I'm going to drink a swiftness potion real quick. And then now go to all of the corners real quick and just add one right here in the corner. This is just to make it look a little bit more like, I guess, natural is what I'm going for. More of like a circular, you know, design rather than, you know, just a square. And you'll see right now. So once you have that, now go and get the purple wool and do our purple carpet and do the exact same thing. You're just to be going around this, you know, this little corner like this. So just take it around just like this. And this is just to make it look more circular as it gets in, you know, towards the center of the actual, you know, cauldron type thing we're building. So that's why we want, that's why you want to make sure you have those corners correct, just like this. And you're just going to keep doing this. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this one up. And then the magenta, do the exact same thing. And go around this way too. And you're just going to keep on doing this until it gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And then eventually it'll just be almost like just a little line with like, you know, 3 prongs at the end almost. So I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead a little bit real quick until we get to the actual end of this little circular motion. But just go ahead and keep following along in this same motion all the way until you get to the center. Okay? Okay, and as you guys can see, this is what I was talking about. As you get closer and closer to it, it'll actually start to just be like this really, really weird shaped one. You just gotta have to keep doing it until you get towards the end center, and then eventually it'll just be one line, just like this. Okay, so it should look just like this, and actually kind of looks more like a portal slash weird, you know, liquid goop. So now what we're gonna do is actually work on making it look like it's leaking a little bit. So go ahead and get your actual magenta and purple wool out, because sadly we cannot, you know, we have to change some of the blocks real quick. So what you're going to do is come to this corner real quick right here, and a lot of this is actually going to be a little bit, I guess I don't know what the word for it is, but just kind of subjective, I guess. So everybody's going to be a little bit different, because some of them we're going to change this up. So what you're going to do is you're going to get the magenta wool, and from this corner right here, you're going to go to the right and the left, a total of 5 blocks. So we're going to remove these, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this way 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then get your magenta wool and just kind of make it look natural. So I'm going to go ahead and do 1 magenta, and then a purple. Then I'm going to go ahead and just do magenta all the way until I get over here, and I'm going to do a purple. And then on top of that, you want to just mimic what you just did with the carpet. That way it looks leveled with, you know, the area over there. Otherwise you'll have this little cutoff point. Okay. And then the next one, what you're going to do is we're going to come down here. And I'm going to go ahead and remove these 2 right here and just kind of do these 2 over here as well. And again, this does not have to be the exact same way as mine. We're literally, you know, it's kind of like if you got a cup of water and poured it on the floor. Every time you do it, it's not going to look the same, you know. So you want to actually kind of do your own thing, to be honest, and maybe make yours a little bit different, you know. So everybody's will come out a little different. So I'm going to do mine, but you can copy along exactly if you want to, though. It's just up to you. And I'm going to go ahead and do mine like this. And then the last one, we're going to remove these 2 just like this. And then once we get here on the floor is actually where we're going to make a little bit of puddle. So I'm going to get the magenta wool and go around it twice just like this and kind of just make a little bit of a puddle area. That kind of looks natural though. And then once I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and take this area out here back maybe like 3 blocks. So 1, 2, 3. And then over here, we're going to do it till we get 3 away from the door. So I'm going to go ahead and take it all the way like this. And 3 away from the door. And then kind of replace some of them with some purple. So that way it kind of looks, you know, natural-ish. And like I said, you just want to work with it. Like I said, it's not going to be the exact same, you know, as everybody's. Elsa's. Yours is going to be a little bit different. It should look different, to be honest. Okay, so once it looks like that, we're doing a pretty good job. Now we're going to do the left side real quick. And left side is a little bit of a, for mine, it's going to be a little bit of a smaller spill than that one over there. So I'm just going to remove these 3 right here. And then this row right here. And then I'm going to go ahead and just do them all magenta for the most part. And then right here, I'll do a purple, then a magenta. And then on top, again, you want to mimic what you did up there with the carpet, so it's leveled. And then down here, we're going to make another little spill spot. So the way you do that is just kind of work around. Just make it look natural. And then, but you don't want to make it look more of a spill than over there because, you know, there's less liquid coming out in my case. So then you want to lead this again so you're 3 blocks away from the door, so it looks even. Okay. And again, I'm going to replace some of these with some purple wool, just like that. And it should look like this. And again, it doesn't look quite natural, yeah, you might be thinking. So now what you want to do is get your carpet and go around the rim and just kind of blotch some of this, you know, this carpet like this. And that just kind of makes it look like it's overflowing a few places. And it just looks better like this. So just get the magenta wool and kind of just go around it just like this. And just be a little bit blotchy with it. Like this. And there's no real pattern to it. So you guys do not have to feel stressed out like you have to try and keep up with me. is I'm just kind of placing blocks. This one's not, like, there's an example one over there, and this one probably does not even look the same. It's just, you know, it's its own, everyone's gonna be different. Okay, just like this, and I think that looks actually kind of good, just like this. So as you guys can see, now that you've kind of done that, it looks like it's kind of overpouring everywhere. And then right here in the front especially, it's kind of overflowing onto the floor. And that is honestly the hardest part of this house, guys. So if you actually got here, give yourself a round of applause. Yeah, this is the hardest part. So now we can actually get started on the easy part, which is actually the inside and the Enderman. But we're gonna start on the Enderman first. We'll do the interior last, because that's probably the least, you know, least fun, to be honest. So we'll do that last. Let's get started on that Enderman. Okay, guys, for the Enderman, you want to make sure it's centered up with these two doors we have down here, the opening we left, because this is going to be basically, you know, the center, like the spacing in his legs are going to be where these two blocks are. So just go ahead and follow along with those two. And then we want our legs to be actually a little bit off-center. They're going to be a little bit forward-facing. So we're going to remove these, oops, not that much. You want to remove the carpets and these block areas right here. You guys can see which ones are removed off of yours, just like this. And you just want to make sure it's, you know, one block off the center from the sides, and make sure they're centered with the door. Again, the gap is going to be right there. And you want to go ahead and do a 4x4 or 2x2 square 4 times, basically, for the legs, because we want to make it look like he's kind of standing inside of this, you know, crazy, you know, ender liquid, whatever you want to call it. So that's just what you want to do. And carpets work the best rather than using the wool down there, because it kind of actually looks like his legs are blended in with the actual, you know, carpet, rather than if you used wool and it was just kind of lined up. So that's why we went with carpet. So now that you have this, what you want to do is we want to go ahead and just make a little platform. So just go ahead and go across from both of these, just like this. Just go ahead and go across, and then do the same thing over here. And make sure you're off both sides by 1. So on both sides, you want to be off by 1, just like this. Okay, so it should look like this right now. And then you want to make sure you're off by on both sides. So both sides you want to be off. So we're off by 1 over here, and off by 1 over here. So it should be a 4 wide, just like this, or 4 long, I guess. And I don't know how many wide this is, I didn't count it out. But it should look like this, just like that. I can give you guys an example and show you guys all the sides real quick to make sure it's just like that. And then what you want to do is you want to go up a total of 13 or 12 blocks. So from right here, it'll be a total of 13. But you want to just go ahead and add 12 to what we have right now. So this is 1, then 2. I'm going to drink my swiftness potion to speed this up a little bit. Okay, and then do 10 more. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so once you get to 12 high, this should be around where you fall. And then what you want to do is go ahead and do that on all the sides. So you just want to go ahead and make sure you're 12 high on all the sides. I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead for that, but go ahead and pause it and make sure on all the sides you're also 12 high. On this side, that side, all the sides, alright? So I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead, but again, pause the video and go ahead and do that, guys. Okay, once you have that done, it should look just like this. And what you want to do now is we want to go ahead and just do one more layer on top of this, just like this. That just covers up the entire top piece. And then once you get that done, you want to go ahead and add 2 blocks to both sides, just like this. So 1, 2, and this is actually the start of the Enderman's head. And then back here, same thing, 1, then 2. Not like that, just like this. Okay. You just want to make sure you're hanging off both sides by 2, just like this. Okay, so we're gonna start with the front because this is where his face is, and just follow along with me. So this is 1 row. Then you want to do a 2nd row of black wool, then a 3rd row. Then you want to do a magenta wool, then a purple wool, a magenta wool, then 2 black wool, 1, 2, then a magenta wool, a purple wool, a magenta wool. Then you want to do 4 rows of black wool, just like this. And 4. And then right here, you guys, if you want, you can go ahead and make your eyes actually nether portals, which is what I did in mine. I'm going to go ahead and do it for this one too. But you do not have to do this. You don't have to do anything in these builds. You guys can always change anything you'd like. But the thing is, you actually will see the portal on the side of his face right here. So that is something you will have to deal with. If you don't want that, then, you know, that's kind of something you have to deal with. But if you do want it, then, you know, this is, you know, what you're going to have to do. So you just make it come off. And it is the obsidian block, so it does blend well. You know, you can barely even see it on that one. If you, that one has the exact same thing, you can barely even see it. So make the portals. Then just go ahead and light them both just like this. And then behind this, you want to go ahead and make a red or like a purple wall just like this behind both portals. That way you don't see them. And then when you come over here and we remove those eyes just like this, you'll see now they have these portal eyes that actually look really twisted and demented. They look pretty awesome, as long as this little obsidian row right here doesn't bother you. Okay, now what you want to do, guys, is go on this little back platform. Just go ahead and go up by 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6. Man, 7. And then over here, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then go to connect it to the front on both sides. And I'm sure you guys know what to do next. Go ahead and connect the backs. And just go ahead and fill in everything. So just go ahead and fill in the sides real quick. Just like this. And then we're also going to fill in the top and the sides. I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead for that. Well, actually, I'm not going to skip ahead. It's not going to take us that long. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it with you guys real quick. And then the side. And then we're going to work on the arms. And this is actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. This tutorial, to be honest. Like, I thought it was going to be a lot more work than it actually is. It's pretty simple. Okay, so now we're going to fill the top in. I just wish the swiftness potion would stop wearing out. That would be awesome. I wish you could have like an endless swiftness potion, but I don't think you can do that on Xbox. And then fill this top in real quick. Just like this. Every time I say just like this, I mess up. I don't know why. Okay, so there you go. So now that you have that, this is what you should have right now currently. Now what you want to do is go on the sides real quick. And leveled with the arms, or leveled with the head, I mean, or 1 block below the head actually. You want to actually make a little 4x4, little thing just like this. It's very similar to what we did with the legs. And then go ahead and take those all the way down to the bottom. And then remove a carpet row down here and do the same thing. And you want to just go ahead and make the arms. This is what you're doing right now, just adding the arms. So you're just using this little thing we made and turning them into the arms. So just take it all the way down till you get to the bottom. And then do it over here too. And then we're going to do the exact same thing over here on the other side. So go ahead and come over here, do the same exact thing. And then take these all the way down. I'm just going to go ahead and work from the bottom up. That actually is honestly easier in my opinion. Just like this. And then just bring it all the way up. I like that way more. Because I hate building downward. It just feels weird. Okay. And then we have these 2 more rows just like this. And right here as well. And boom, we're actually done with the Enderman, guys. We're flying by this pretty quickly. Okay, so now we have everything pretty much done. We have to start working on the little, ender gas that floats above him. And I'll be showing you guys how to do this right now. And then we'll do the interior and we'll actually be done with this build. So yeah, pretty awesome. Okay, so let's get started on the actual ender gas that's surrounding his body. Okay, so for the gases around the Enderman, it's essentially 3 shapes. There's this one, and this one. And you're gonna go ahead and pause this in a second and you guys are gonna start on yours. So what you do basically, there's no real pattern to it, to be honest. You just want to build those things, these 3, and a variety. You don't want to do too much of one around the Enderman's body. Some in the front, some in the back, some higher than others, and that's how you do it, really. There's no real pattern to it. These are not orchestrated at all. I just placed these ones completely randomly. You can go ahead and pause if you want to and try and mimic mine. But like I said, it kind of adds to the effect that everybody's is a little bit different. The gases on the Enderman is not always the exact same, So it just makes sense. So that's how you do it, guys. And the way you do place them in the air like that is you just get some grass blocks or whatever block really and just build up real quick. Then you make the little, design. Then you destroy the little grass row just like this. And then you have one. So that's how you make all of them. And you just go ahead and do that really quickly around the entire Enderman. Like I said, I would do a tutorial on that part, but it would be really hard to try and explain where in the air you should place these things. Especially because it's completely random. And it would take a long time. It would take like 10 minutes to show you guys how to do that when it's really simple actually if you just do it yourself. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'm gonna come back over here real quick and show you guys the shapes one more time. You can go ahead and pause the video while you get started on yours. And you want to just mix them up. You don't want to do too much of one, or you just want to make sure they're all around the Enderman. And go ahead and get started on your guys' real quick. I am gonna go ahead and skip ahead, but go ahead and get started on yours and pause the video. Okay, guys, so as you guys can see, I added mine. As you see, they are not the exact same as they were over there because I completely placed them randomly. That's what makes it so cool. So that is it, guys. You guys can, again, if you want, you can pause it and copy mine if you want. It's really not that serious. It's really just kind of just do it yourself. I'm sure you guys realize how easy it is. I know I might get a couple people that are like, complaining about it being hard, but you're literally just making shapes in the air. So that's pretty much it. All right, so let's go ahead and get started on the interior. So let's go and come inside real quick. I'm gonna drink this night vision potion. It's pretty dark in here. What we're going to do first is we're going to go ahead and start by removing the flooring. We don't want this ugly grass in here. Well, not the grass is ugly, but it's ugly inside of buildings for the most part. So we're going to go ahead and remove all of the grass out of here real quick. I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead in the video, but you guys, again, go ahead and pause the video and go ahead and do that real quick. Okay, so once you've removed all this flooring, just like this, you want to go ahead and get the spruce wood out, some oak wood, you want to get some purple stained glass, you want to get some an oak door, and also some glowstone. So what you want to do, guys, is go ahead and get your spruce wood out, and what you're going to do is right here, this beam, it's one away from the front window. Down here, you want to take this and go 2 blocks, then a glowstone, 2 blocks, a glowstone, 2 blocks, a glowstone. You could change this up if you want to have less light or more light. And then just keep doing this all the way to get to the back of the room. And this is just a nice walkway, and you can go ahead and add some rooms here if you want to. I'm going to be showing you guys the interior I went with, but you can easily turn this into a 4-bedroom house if you wanted to. And then do the same thing on the opposite side. So again, on this little beam right here that's connected to the windows, 1, 2, and then it's that same pattern. Oops, not like that, just like this. And then go all the way to the back. Okay, almost there. And then back here, just go ahead and make a little doorway real quick, centered with this. We'll even add the windows on the side of this door because it's the back door. And just go ahead and add we'll go ahead and remove these two. There's dirt under here. And we'll put our door down just like that. Just like that. And then now what you guys want to do is go around the rest of the room with this spruce wood, not in the inside area, just the perimeter, because you just want to make this have like, you know, the room have some contrast to it. You don't want the floor to be bland, just one color, so you just want to go around the entire thing with these spruce planks, just like this. And then take it around to the other side. And again, you guys can feel free to change anything on my builds. If you don't even want to do this interior, you don't have to. This is just, you know, for the people that do want interior and they don't know what to do for it, this is just an option. Okay, and then once you've done that, go ahead and fill in all of this little area we have left with the oak planks. I'm going to skip ahead for that because that might take a tiny bit of time, a couple minutes, so you guys can go ahead and pause the video once again and just go ahead and fill all this in real quick. Okay guys, so once you've done that, it should look just like this, and we'll add the door there later, but you guys can go ahead and do that if you want. It should look just like this. It looks really nice. I love this flooring. If you wanted to add an extra row or an extra room, what you'd simply do is add a divider right here on this glowstone, just like this. And that would be 2 bedrooms, and then do it over there. There'd be another 2 bedrooms, and then you have a 4-bedroom, you know, house real quick, just like that. So I made mine like one big giant room. So you guys, you know, this is different, but you guys can easily separate this into rooms if you wanted to. And I think that would look pretty nice. But anyways, let's start on this side of the room real quick. So we're gonna make the bed real quick. So what you want to do is kind of center with the room. It doesn't have to be exact, but just kind of center it a little bit. And you want to go ahead and do a row of 6 of these. What are they called? What are these blocks called? These stone brick, just like this. And again, you want to kind of center it a little bit, but you don't want to, you know, let's do 5 like this. We'll do it to where it's 3 on this side and 2 on this side. And then what you want to do is add 1 over here on this side, then a 1 over here on this side. Then on top, you want to go ahead and get the slabs and do these 3 in the middle. Then do a slab here, then get your beds and put 3 beds right there, just like this. We have this big giant king size mattress. And then over here, we're gonna come over here. Again, there's no exact placement, so I'll just say 3 blocks from the bed. You're gonna do a bookshelf, or 2 bookshelves, and you're gonna do 3 stairs, 1, 2, 3. Then do 2 bookshelves. And then right here in this little area, you just wanna go ahead and make a carpet real quick. I'm gonna make my carpet like this. It's gonna be 1 row of purple wool that's 4 wide. Then it's gonna be a purple that's going diagonal, and then another row of purple that goes this way, just like this. And then we'll do magenta and all this other area just like this. And then you can go ahead and center that little, we'll actually make this centered with the actual carpet. That actually looks a little bit better just like that. Okay, and then back over here, we want to make our little survival HUD. So I'm gonna go ahead and clear my inventory real quick and get that stuff out. Let me get the night vision though, because we're gonna need that. And then we want to just get all the little stuff we'll need for survival. That means chest, ender chest, crafting table, furnace, brewing stand, anvil, and a jukebox. We'll get all of it. And you just want to go ahead and add that stuff. So let's go ahead and we'll do 2 chests, then we'll do an ender chest and a crafting table, a furnace, then we'll even do the anvil and the jukebox, and then we'll even add another chest over here just to make it even with the window. We can even split it up like this too. And then on top of the furnace, we'll go ahead and put the brewing stand. And you can change that any way you guys would like to. So that's this side of the room. Let's get started on this side over here real quick. Okay, and on this side, what you want to do is get out your bookshelves, some stone brick stairs, and some stone brick slabs. And what you're going to do is come over here to like the 5th window from the right, just like this. And what you want to do is go ahead and do 2 bookshelves, or 1 bookshelf, sorry, 1 bookshelf, then 4 stairs, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then go ahead and do 3 bookshelves, turning the corner. Then 4 stairs, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1 bookshelf. And then around this area right here, just go ahead and make a little mini table out of the slabs, just like this. Okay. Now come over here, and we're gonna actually make a little cool PC setup. This is actually one of the first times I've done this on a tutorial. just because I think it's really cool. So we're gonna get started on this real quick. And for this, we're gonna go ahead and get some quartz blocks out. We are going to need to get a quartz slab out real quick. And then we're gonna need to get some wooden trapdoor for the chair as well. What else do we need? We need to get some, we're gonna get the wither skull. We have to get a pressure plate. We have to get a button. And then we also need to get some paintings too. Some paintings actually too. Where are the paintings at? I always forget where the paintings are. I don't use them that often. So let's see. Where are they? Oh, here they are. So now the paintings out real quick. And what you want to do is get one block away from the wall real quick. And just go ahead and do 3 rows of the block of quartz. 1, 2, 3. Then you want to come to the left, a total of 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then come back down with 3. 1, 2, like that. Or not 3, 2, just like this. And then in this front row right here, just go ahead and do 1 more row of the quartz. Then up here, go ahead and do these 3, just like this. Then right here, you want to go ahead and add the paintings for the monitors. And then go ahead and add a pressure plate for the keyboard. And then the button for the mouse. And then go ahead and put these skulls just like this, backwards. So that way you don't see their faces, just like this. And those are your speakers, just like that. And then real quick, we'll go ahead and add the chair by putting down a slab. And then we'll add the trapdoors to all the sides to put them down. And then what you guys can do next is you guys can go ahead and, if you want to, add a carpeting by just getting the, I would get the wool, the purple and magenta wool, and you can add a carpet around this whole area, which is what I did on mine actually in the other version. But I'm not going to do that for this one. It's really easy just to square this up area up with the carpet if you'd like. And then on top right here, what you guys can do is go ahead and get some of the heads. We'll get the zombie, the skull, and the creeper, so it can be a villain themed setup. And we'll go ahead and do a skeleton, then we'll do a creeper, and then a zombie. Just like that, and that's our little gaming setup right there. That's an awesome setup in my opinion. Okay, and then what you want to do is get out the ladders, and we're going to be finishing up the house here, guys. So on these little beams we made, this little like, walkway rows, go and get your ladder and just go ahead and take these all the way up to the top and remove those blocks, just like this. And this is going to be taking us to our little guest room. So, and the guest room is going to be in the creeper's head. So once you get up here, what you want to do is turn around and make another staircase to go, or another ladder that goes up the Enderman's legs, just like this. And you want to go ahead and take out one of its butt cheeks so we can get an entrance up here. And then what you're going to do this is take this all the way to the top and just remove this area right here. And then make these ladders come down just like this. And then once you get up here, oh geez, kind of glitched out a bit there. Once you get up here, what you want to do is go ahead and close off this little area so we can just not see all this obsidian. Just like this. And it's a very small guest room, but it is a guest room at the end of the day, so you don't want them to get too comfortable. Otherwise, they might stay here forever. So you just want to make this a really, really small guest room. It's literally just for like very, very simple stuff. It's not for like living here forever. It's just to have the stuff that you need and, to get you through the Minecraft night. Nothing too crazy. And we'll even throw in our guest, we'll even give them an anvil, and we'll even throw them in a little ender chest so they have something, on the go. So we'll just go ahead and add that for them as well. And that is actually it for the actual guest room. They have a pretty small room. Again, they're not supposed to live there forever. It's just a little guest room when you have a friend on Minecraft visiting your house. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's actually the house. It's actually, in my opinion, it was actually really, really easy. That was actually a really easy house for the most part. Let's go ahead and add those doors real quick. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new here, please subscribe. I build loads of crazy Minecraft houses every week, so I definitely recommend you subscribe for those houses and other Minecraft stuff, to be honest. It's pretty crazy as well. So anyway, guys, again, thank you so much for watching this video. If you can hit that like button, I would greatly appreciate it. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for just watching this video, and as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Adios. Hey guys, welcome to the outro. Thank you so much for making it here. On the right side of your screen where it says recommended video, you can go ahead and click on that and now take the last video on my other channel where I show you guys the real life version of the Call of Duty Zombies mystery box. Awesome video, definitely recommend you check it out. And I'll also be doing a setup video over there very soon, so look forward to that. And on the left side of your screen where it says previous video, you can go to click on that and now take the last video on this channel where I show you guys how to build a awesome Batman statue. I also do a Superman statue too for the Batman v Superman movie, so I recommend both those videos as well. You can get to all those videos using the card system on the top right side of your screen as well if you're on the mobile app. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for just watching this video, and as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Adios.